What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Donnie coming to you with a quick video today, man. Before we play the Pacers today, I wanted to do a rundown, man, and just kind of give my take on what's been happening. We've won like six in a row now, and I think I think Tibbs has found a formula that works. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading the box score. I'm gonna read the box score to you guys. I didn't feel like doing the whole setup because I thought it was easier to just do it this way. So if I count the amount of players who actually really do get some minutes now, it's of course the starting five. Then you have six, seven, eight. So he's running. So Tibbs is really running a 8-9 man rotation, so to speak, and I think we found the players who fit the system that we want to play, and I think that this is probably the best team that we've had, the best team in 2 years ago. And you're gonna say, "Oh well, Donnie. Oh well, 2 years ago we had this fantastic record, went to the playoff." Yes, but I think it was more based on individual performances than it was on the actual play of the team. If you're honest, because if I'm looking at the box score, you got a guy like Randall who played 36 minutes, right? He had 10 rebounds. No, no, sorry, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 19 points, plus 21. And this is the last Chicago Bulls game we played yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell Robinson didn't score much, but was a plus 25 on the floor. Still had 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Now, here's where it gets interesting. It gets really interesting here when you get to Jalen Brunson, the point guard who's been making the difference in a lot of these games, right? 31 minutes, right? 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, but he scored 22. Isn't that crazy? We never really had a point guard that was able to keep up like that. And then it gets even better today. It even gets better. It gets better. Because now RJ also scored 27, right? RJ scored 27, 4 rebounds, right? How many threes did he make? He was 3 of 5 from 3. You know what I'm saying? 6 of 11 from the free throw line, plus 28 on the floor. And then it gets even better because now Grimes is playing too. And that is our starting five. I'm going to reach it. Grimes' stats: 29 minutes he played, 6 of 10 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 22 points. This is the best team we've ever had, I think, in the last 4 years. I think now the just having an 8-9 man rotation, it changed everything. It changed everything from the way we set up for the game, the way we honestly now Tibbs is making adjustments, right? Because what Tibbs will do is sometimes if Grimes isn't fitting the defensive scenario that he wants, he will alternate between Grimes, and I've noticed this. He'll alternate between Grimes, McBride, and Quickly, and that really makes up our bench. You know what I'm saying? And also Sims, I should say, because Sims he sometimes swaps Sims in for the center position on Mitchell for Mitchell Robinson, and sometimes Sims doesn't really play the center position. Sometimes he's kind of around the 4. You know what I mean? So like you gotta figure that Tibbs has figured it out what he likes to see. Now, this is good and bad. The bad news is the guys that I didn't mention, guys such as Derrick Rose, Fournier, who hasn't been playing, Obi, and Cam Reddish. These are all guys now that you probably think that they could be traded. You know what I'm saying? These aren't really guys that are necessarily part of the rotation, and I don't think they even need to be. Same with Sweet, same with Arch. You know what I'm saying? And Quickly, we're gonna continue to try and work with because I think Quickly is important off the bench. But those other 4 guys, I don't really think they're that important right now. To the team being successful. So because I don't think they're important for the team to be successful, those are the guys really: Fournier, Reddish, Derrick Rose, and Obi. Even if Obi came back, like where would you play him? Seriously, not like I am not I am not trying to mess with this chemistry that we have going, and I don't see where this fits now, Obi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he fits. I knew about Rose, I knew about Cam, and the reason for Cam, by the way, that he doesn't fit is but because Grimes is doing what we wanted to do at the three, with Cam Reddish originally being there, but Grimes is actually doing what they had planned him to do in the beginning of the season. I take it back. I do. I made a mistake on that. That was on me. I said I wasn't seeing Grimes. Grimes seems like he's healthy now and he's shooting it and he's playing defense and he's getting out on the floor and he's doing pretty much everything that we wanted him to do, from the start of the season if he didn't get hurt, and he's just doing it better than Cam Reddish was doing it. Point blank and simple. You know what I'm saying? Point blank and simple. And it's crazy because you have one, two, three ways. Really, the one, two, three, four way. Well, no, it's Randall, it's Brunson, Barrett, and Grimes. So yeah, you really do have four different ways of how you can score, really. And it's crazy because Randall has been willing to pass the ball more within the flow of the team as well. And it helps us. It helps us because it allows us to be in a situation where we don't necessarily need to look for him all the time. It is crazy how good this team can be, you know. And who would have thought that the solution was to limit the rotational minutes, of certain players. And injuries did happen too. But if you're going with an 8 man, like you're going like an 8 man rotation, 8 9 man rotation, nobody else plays, that's what it is. That's what's getting us the success. You know what I'm saying? That was Tom Thibodeau's decision, and he was right. Tom Thibodeau was right, and I have to give him credit for it. And I'm very happy that it turned out the way that it did. We've been talking a lot of shit about Tom Thibodeau, and this time is not one of those times. Even guys like Randall have played well. Barrett has been better. Grimes has been excellent. And Jalen Brunson has always been good, really. You can't really question him this year. As far as the guys on the bench goes, guys like Ihart to me are interchangeable, even though, he hits a shot here and there. He did have 10 rebounds, though, I'm not going to lie. I don't love him, but you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he has to do when he can. Defensively, he's a liability, though, I tell you that. I don't even think he's really a center, really. Even though he plays the center position, I don't think he should really be in the paint much. Sims is better than him, of course, but he's so undersized. Other than that, you even have a guy as a dark horse in McBride, that comes in sometimes and he just gives you solid minutes. So he played 14. It says here he played 14 minutes the other night. And 14, 15 minutes is about what Obi usually gets. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see Obi. Look, man, I don't really see Obi getting a lot of minutes here, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, the injury for him happened at the wrong time. Like, the way we're playing right now, I can't exactly say that I'm like, damn, we're missing Obi. And I can say that about Cam. I can say it about D Rose. I can say that about Fournier too. I can't really say that I'm missing you right now, for you to come back and needing to play. And especially for Derrick Rose, now that McBride is really playing well too. You know what I'm saying? There's no real reason for him to come back. You know what I'm saying? Other than just to hang around and be a mentor around the team if he's comfortable doing that. He seems to be comfortable doing that, so I'm going to give him a pass on that. But I don't really think there's anything else for me that I would say that I need Derrick Rose to do right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have other options right now. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're playing so good. We're playing well because we kind of figured out how to balance our team. This team is balanced now, and on most nights, if we continue to play this way, we will beat a lot of teams. We will absolutely beat a lot of teams. No doubt about it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? We got to stick with this rotation, and we're just gonna see where it goes. And I think if we do make a trade, you either get some picks back or you get a solid piece back, possibly for the center position or even the three position as a backup. You know what I'm saying? I even do think we got a backup point guard now. I really do think I believe in Deuce. I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think we need a backup point guard, but I do think we can use a center. You know what I'm saying? And I do think we can use the small forward position as well. Even though there's a lot of times that you do want to play Grimes there, but as a backup, we don't really have a backup small forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we really should consider too. And we really, I also do think that we can use another center. You know, I really do. I would be willing to part ways with Hartstein and then get something else as well. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on that. But I wanted to make this video because I needed to evaluate the team at this point. You know, we've been playing well, man. You guys see it when we do the streams, and thank you, by the way, for showing up in the streams all the time. You know, now we're getting an identity down. We're getting a way to play. You know, there's multiple options on offense, and there's defensive help. Then there's even defensive accountability. You know, Grimes hustling back. You know, Brunson sacrificing his body. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell Robinson doing what he does, you know, when he's actually moving and grooving around and he's finding his spots where he needs to be to make the defensive play. So yeah, I'm happy about that, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section, though. Tibbs was right. You know, you limit the rotation, you play these guys. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean the other four guys that I mentioned before don't really have room right now for them. But it doesn't mean that, you know, minutes can be earned. But I don't want to change the winning formula. We seem to be winning a lot of games, which honestly, some of these games we would not have won. Like, I don't think we would have won the 2 games against the Bulls if we were playing our old way, like maybe like a couple weeks ago. I just don't believe we would have won these games because they would have just shot threes on us and beat us. But we beat them as a team over the period of the time of the game where, you know, we just had chemistry and they don't. You know, chemistry is important if you want to win a lot of these games, man. But it's your boy Don. I just had to make this video. I thought it was a very important video to make, just acknowledge how well we're doing, and yeah, no, it's very exciting. It's very exciting that you have 4 different sources of offense. You have like 3 different sources of really good defense, you know, and now you may need to just add to it a little bit to continue the balance of the team. But it's your boy Don, no man. It's your boy Don. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy these videos, man. Always checking out for the watch along. Make sure you watch that with me. I should be back Sunday, 5 o'clock game against the Pacers. I should be there. We do another watch along stream. I see people commenting and subscribing, so I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep the channel. Hopefully, it keeps on going up like the way it's meant. But like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy these videos, man. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. It's your boy Don. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out.